I want to go back to this aborting thoughts of perfectionism. And I think sometimes what we miss, and I believe I was on that podcast with you guys, because I remember touching on this, that perfectionism, as Bryan said, there's no such thing as doing anything perfectly or us being perfect. But what I shared is there is this place where it may look to others as perfectionism or trying to be perfect. But I said there is this thing called excellence. And
Absolutely.
what excellence does is says, I'm going to show up as my best self and give you my
Absolutely.
best that I have to give, and whatever that is. And
Right.
so when you are truly an authentic person and you have the audacity to show up and pursue excellence, it's going to look to some people like perfection. Ain't nobody that good. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
nobody that happy.
Yes. Oh
Right.
my goodness. I remember when I first started, went back to work. I was going through the divorce. I hadn't divorced yet. And I accepted a position on the campus, and I was in ISS. I was filling in for a teacher that had went over to Romania. And I remember this teacher told me that she said, "You won't have that smile on your face at the end of the day." And I thought, really? So all through the time that I was in the classroom, and I left ISS and actually became a teacher on that campus, that's just who I am. I keep a smile on my face, and it doesn't have anything to do with the externals, right? Because I'm going through a divorce. I'm in the ISS classroom with kids that teachers are like, I can't handle them, you deal with them, but kept a smile on my face. And I think sometimes when we see that in people, we are always apt to judge and be critical instead of saying, okay, whatever it is you got, I want to know a little. Yeah.
I want some
You
of
know,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So what I learned is that, and Vince Lombardi has this quote, and it says, that you can't reach perfection, but you can chase excellence, something to that nature. And I have just decided that who I am, showing up as my authentic self, I want to be excellent in all that I do. I want to be excellent in the way that I show up as a woman. And what I have decided that is for me, culture does not tell me what a woman is supposed to look like, what she's
Right.
supposed to do, and how she's supposed to behave. A lot of that actually is built in my desire, my decision to walk with God. I want excellence to show up in how I parent my children. It's not about being perfect, but it is about having a set of principles that guides me into what I do. And so that audacity to show up and be excellent in all that you do, people don't understand that sometimes. And that's where they get pissed off. They get mad, you know, because
Those haters.
actually what you're doing is showing them that it's possible.
It's possible. Right.
And what that requires of them is, do I really want to say it can't be done when I see somebody doing it? Do I really want to be challenged to step it up a level? And so I think that's why I love that quote by Brene Brown, because I have been in some places where the way people have handled me because I dare to show up as myself is they were pissed off. They did not like it. And that has hurt me because I'm very compassionate, not as a people pleaser, but I do know how, as the scripture says, to prefer others than yourself. I know how to do that. So when I show up as my authentic self and people don't receive that, it's tough. It is hard. And there were times I would walk away, and this is unfortunate, from family. I would be in tears.
Yeah.
I would be hurt because they didn't accept the way I showed up, or they wanted me to be who they wanted me to be. And so learning how to be my authentic self and stand in my truth in my late 30s has really been a blessing to me, because now as I go into my 40s and I'm almost 50, this life cannot be lived based on what other people think you should be doing.
Absolutely.
The audacity of that is you have to say, no, I get to choose me in the way that I show up, and I hope you will be okay with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I know
Yeah.
that my experience is a little different because when I was younger, I was just like this, right? And I mean, very bold. Just I'm just there. Through life, I think experiences kind of changed me where I was a little bit more docile, maybe a little bit more quiet, if that's good word for it. And so when I begin this self-awareness journey and I became authentic in my truth, people that knew me then would say, well, it's good to have you back, right? Basically.
Oh, wow.
because this is who you were before, and you just
Yeah.
changed, and now you're changing back. People that didn't know me through, in my younger years would be like, okay, she's changing. What's going on with her? I can't believe she's, and who is she coming in here bringing sunshine? Right. And she must think she's,
Audacity.
so it was a different experience for me, and where I was like this before, and I just looked my experiences and life just kind of dimmed my light. And so just during that journey, just becoming aware who I am and who I always was meant to be. Now I'm back into my authentic self. And yeah, it does take some boldness because people will judge you. And I have walked away, not from family, but I have walked away from peers, co-workers, so to speak, feeling like, well, in my head, what did I say? Or did I say something? Or am I too bright? And I'll talk about that later. Am I shining too bright? Like, am I covering over other people and making them dark? Oh, that's a thing. We can talk about that a whole session.
Yes.
But yeah, so that absolutely. So the self-awareness is very critical. It is very critical.
Yeah.